you what I need. Right, yeah. I really need China, 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 China. I really need China, China, China.
I lived with my boyfriend and his parents for 3 months, and none of them knew that I was transgender. I'm gonna tell you how she found out. So basically, here's a little background on me. I started transitioning when I was a teenager, and you know, I went through the whole glitz and glam. I met my boyfriend here in New York, and you know, he was staying in Buffalo, but he relocated to New York, homeless. I met him outside. We eventually ended up getting together, and he told me that he was going to move back in with his parents and he would love for me to come with. So I went, and I didn't tell him, yo, I'm trans. He introduced me to his mom. He introduced me to his dad. I met a few of his siblings. And, you know, I was even laying in the bed. There are times that I was showering and my mom would come in and nobody had a clue. So one day I asked to use someone's phone, and my phone was not working, so I logged into my Instagram. I have 2 Instagram accounts. I have one for people that I know and another for people that I don't. So I ended up forgetting to log out, and his mom went to use her phone after me. And the next day when I woke up, I just found her acting really funny. She was acting really strange. She loved me, but then she started acting very standoffish, almost like you betrayed me. Like you could see the look in her eye. So, you know, I finally decide that I've had enough with attention, and I want to ask her what's really good. Like, what's happening? What's going on? What's beef? So she's like, you logged into my phone last night. Do you know what you left on there? I said, no, nothing. I should have logged out. And she said, I went to your page and I watched your videos. I said, what videos? She says, of your transition. You didn't tell us. So then she's like, you were around my kids. You were around my grandkids. You were around my nieces and nephews. Why didn't you tell me this? I said, ma'am, listen, you make it seem like I'm a threat to the public safety or something. I'm a regular girl, but I knew if I would have said something that I would be labeled otherwise and I would be dehumanized and treated funny. That's why I didn't say nothing. She said, well, you got to get up and help clean up. You know what? If you're going to be living here, you got to help clean up. She started getting real, like, you know, snappy. So I'm like, I'm just going to pack my things and go because I know that's the next thing you're going to say. She's like, yeah. Does my son know? I said, nah. She said, you know what? We're going to keep it between us, but you got to go. I said, okay. So what did I do? I packed myself and I left. I wasn't going to play with her.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Mel with the Lip in the Gap, Mel, the Lipstick Diva. Listen, y'all. I saw this video last night on TikTok, and I had to bring it to y'all so we could talk about it. So y'all remember I posted the video from Tokyo on her situation with Cherry the Boom. Similar situation, a little bit different. Now, I get it. Being a transgender person can be rough, especially coming out to someone that maybe hasn't went that route before, or you're not even totally sure if they're into that. But this was a dangerous game. Like, you wouldn't have lived in someone's home. And from what I'm getting from the video, the son, the person that she was with, didn't know. The mama logged into the account and found out that this person had went through a transition, and they were utterly upset about it. Now, I don't respect the fact that she brought up that, oh, you were around my grandchildren, around my children, so on and so forth. Because what does that matter unless this person was walking around in an inappropriate way, right? But it's just weird. Did y'all not have intercourse? Like, what you mean? And let me correct myself on that, because this person totally could have had a sex change. But from what I'm understanding, it doesn't seem like they did, because I don't know. I have so many questions, y'all. Like, I feel like maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Like, she leaves a lot of things on the table. She said that she did transition. And from my understanding, because I definitely try to educate myself because I do have friends in the community, From my understanding, you know, some people go through a partial transition where they do take the hormones, where they do, like if it's a trans woman, they grow breasts, voice gets softer, facial features get softer, testosterone gets either lower or depleted, and estrogen starts kicking in, things like that. And then you have people that have the full transition where they get the sex change and then all those other things I explained, which none of that matters because be who you want to be. But I mean, do y'all feel like people should, like, if they went through the whole process, do you feel like a person should have to disclose that this is what they were previously? Like that they went through this transition? Myself personally, because me and my friend was having a debate and he was like, well, what if you were with a dude and he slept with a transgender woman? Would you still want to be with him? In my opinion, I said no, because my thoughts, and these are my opinions, I feel like perhaps he might be open to other things. And that doesn't have to be the case for everybody. If he is, that's fine, but that just wouldn't be a preference of mine. And I know he was just like, well, you should be open to it. But I'm just like, you gotta disclose stuff like that to people because some people have preferences. Some people don't want to face being humiliated by other folks, because in 2022, we ain't all there yet. We not at the point where it's just love is love who you want. We not there as a society. Let's just be real. So some people look at it as a sense of, you know, being humiliated, because if someone was to take a jab at me and they knew that about his past, then they would take that as a joke, you know, and try to throw that at me like, well, your man, you know, sleeps with X, Y, and Z. And that would hurt your ego to some people or make you feel, you know, embarrassed. I hate to say it, but that's just how it is in society. It's crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Please be careful in my comments. Don't get too crazy. But this is just me stating my opinions and real life situations that I have discussed with other people. I feel like this is very dangerous, that you should maybe talk to people about this just to see where they're at, if they're okay with it, or if they're like, you know, I prefer not to, you know, do this. And I get it, it can be a safety thing, but I feel like if you tell a person up front, then we have no safety issues here, because what are they mad about? You was being real. Go about your business if they don't like it. But anyways, it's me, it's Mel with the Lip in the Gap. Mel the Lipstick Diva. Peace out, y'all.